I don't have an opening for this. Okay.
I got your opening right here.
It's the Watchers on the Couch. Welcome back to Watchers on the Couch Westworld edition. Today we're discussing episode 3 of season 2, Virtù e Fortuna, or however you say that. It's not Fortuna.
Virtù, Fortuna?
I think it is Fortuna.
Fortuna.
Not Fortuna, Fortuna.
No, Fortuna. I like Fortuna. Yeah.
Virtue of Tuna.
Yeah.
Is not what the answer is.
No.
Not what the episode title is.
No.
I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And we are down a mic today for this episode. There was no nudity in this episode, so he decided not to show up.
Right.
Is what happened.
Yeah.
No, he warned us last week that he probably wouldn't be here. He's busy with work, so that's okay. We're going to have him back next week.
Yay.
We assume.
Hope so.
Also, still no video for this show.
Well, no one needs to see our ugly mugs anyway.
That's right. I'm having a lot of technical difficulties in the studio, so working on it as I can, but things get busy. So it is what it is. But that doesn't matter because we're going to talk about Westworld.
Yay. Let's do it.
All right.
Where do you want to start?
Oh, man. Where to start?
The beginning.
Okay. We can start at the beginning.
They were in India Park. Was it India Park?
I don't think it's called India
Come
Park.
Come on, it was India Park.
I think you've been hanging around Mike too long.
It was India Park.
Yeah. I guess the big game safari would be Safari World.
Sure. It was Safari World. Who nobody knows because they didn't say what it was called.
We just guess.
Yeah, we're guessing, and these are our best guesses, so deal with it.
So we're introduced to a woman that we haven't seen before.
Right.
A big game hunter.
Yep.
And a dude.
Just a dude. Just a guy.
Just a guy who's also interested in the game.
Yeah.
You think, unless he might be a robot.
Well, he's interested in a game.
That's the game.
The love game.
The love game. That's the game. That's the game we all play. Sometimes.
No, but yeah, they met and a little gun foreplay. That was kind of interesting. You don't really see that very often.
Well, depends on what state you're from.
Okay. That's true.
And how you handle your own concealed carry.
Oh, yeah. I would ask how you handle your own concealed carry.
Mine stays concealed. I don't leave it sitting on the table like she does.
Yeah. No, she was very brazen with her out there.
Her armaments.
Yeah, her armaments. Good. Good word.
Yeah. So she shoots the guy to make sure he's human.
Yeah, because like we all do. Before having sex, you shoot a guy
to make sure
he's human.
It's
totally normal. But you found out he was in fact human.
You find out that in two ways. One, you find out because he's not harmed by her gun.
Uh-huh.
It's just a blank or however they deal with it there, the non-lethal round.
Right.
And then you find out when he dies for real, when he gets shot by real rounds by a robot. This is the thing that I'm sure they've discussed this and I've just missed it.
Okay.
Because the one thing that I've noticed is I'm not very observant when it comes to things. Why do the robots have live ammunition?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, all the ammunition is the same. Okay, so here's the thing. Maybe I am explaining something that you already know, but I'm going to go ahead and try to do it anyway, because maybe you don't know.
Okay.
All right. So they explained this last season that the ammunition or how the guns work is that it only works on the robots, but all the ammunition is technically the same. So let's say you're a human, you're visiting the park, you run out of ammunition. You steal or take ammunition from someone else or buy it or whatever, it's going to work in your gun to kill the robots, but not to kill other humans. So it's a safety measure for the humans. It's like a programming in the gun or a programming in the ammunition to either fire or do what it's supposed to. I don't know how it works exactly, but like it's safe for humans, not safe for robots. Does that make sense?
I mean, what you're saying, I'm sure, is how it works in the show.
Yeah.
The logistics of it doesn't work at all.
No, it doesn't work, but it's a story. Like, it's not real life. So it's fine for this world, the Westworld. It's fine for this this universe that this actually exists in, that this is an actual scientific thing. I think that's fine, because if you're going to suspend disbelief to believe that there are robots out there that can be that lifelike and show that kind of emotion, I think you can suspend disbelief that these guns work in that way.
I think we'll agree to disagree with that.
Okay, all right.
I think the AI part is way more believable than these bullets will kill you unless...
Maybe, I don't know, but I mean, it's a fantasy. This is a fantasy show.
Sure.
Okay?
All right. Well, we finally answered the question where that tiger came from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tiger came from, as Sarah calls it, India World.
It is India World.
Or as I call it, Safari World.
Yeah, well, agree to disagree.
Right. As this poor woman survives an attack from a angry host, and then she gets knocked off a cliff
Yeah.
into Westworld.
Well, into the water.
She
swims to Westworld.
Swims to Westworld.
Yeah.
Fighting a dead tiger, as you do.
Right.
Only to find herself in face-to-face with some of the Ghost Nation people.
Yeah.
And that's how her story ends for the episode.
Yeah.
Maybe even, like, that's just hot. Maybe it was just like, this is a tragic tale that's, like, one episode long.
Could be.
Like, she just, like...
She's at their mercy. We don't know what they did with her. So...
Yeah, they probably killed her and ate her.
Maybe. At least scalped her.
Sure.
But yeah, that would kill her for sure.
But she's probably dead.
Yeah.
Or we see her next episode. Who knows? But I'm saying that was a one and done. And that was just like, oh, well.
For this episode, it was. Yeah. I mean, like, this is what happened to this. Yeah. This is the story. And this is where the tiger came from.
Yeah. I think that's basically all that was.
Well, no, that wasn't all that was, because there was a little bit of a hint in her notebook that she kind of kept herself.
Okay.
That little icon that was in her notebook came up again in the show. So she was in cahoots with somebody, or she knew something about Westworld, or she knew something about the Peter Abernathy character. Like, you know, like, there's something that she knew.
Okay, so you're saying she's not dead.
I don't know if she is or not, but I'm saying that wasn't it for her story for this show. Like, there was one little, like, I think, kind of important fact that we forgot.
Okay.
I hope she's not dead. I'd like to see her again. I'm curious, like, what she knows and what that's all about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, okay. No, let's...
Okay.
What else is there to say?
I don't know. You want to move on?
Let's move on.
Okay. So the militia was with Bernard, and they are entering the train entrance into the Westworld headquarters. Do you remember that?
This is the 2 weeks from now timeline.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and there was, like, smoke coming out of it. They said it was like a total disaster. Well, he sees Charlotte in there. So
we know Charlotte survives.
Yep. And but he's still like time skipping.
Yeah, he's glitching out.
Yeah.
He's all shaky.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She seems suspicious of Bernard, so we'll have to see where that goes for the rest of the episode as the dots realign themselves. Mm-hmm. Maybe she knows he's a host by now.
Yeah.
Or maybe she just thinks he's weird as hell.
Yeah, that could be it.
But when we flash back to 2 weeks before with them, they see old Peter Abernathy.
Yep.
In a group. Mm-hmm. And what's his face?
What is his name? I forgot.
Handlebar. Not Handlebar. Mutton Chops McMilky.
Milky Mutton Chops. Oh, yeah. What is his character's name? I can't think of it. But yeah, he was like this total douchey character. Mm-hmm. Like, just
a really bad guy.
Yeah.
And they end up luring him away and reprogramming him. So he's a white knight.
Yeah.
Knight in shining armor.
Yeah. Fastest gun in the West. And completely virtuous.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that answers Mike's question.
Of what?
Well, he thought it was weird that guy was like, I would never hit a woman. And even, like, last season, he was like a scumbag. So that was like one of the...
Oh, was that in the, on the next...
No, Mike said that last week, that this is weird. like Bernard's current storyline, like the 2 weeks later, he doesn't know if that was real or not because he thinks everything's all screwed up because of that guy.
Okay.
Because that guy had said that he never hurt a woman in the first episode.
Gotcha.
But now we know how those dots connected.
Yeah.
And how he became a good guy.
Yeah.
But then, what's her face? Charlotte just bugs out.
Yeah. Yeah, she does. She doesn't.
Just totally bails on him.
Yep. She don't give a idea. What?
Nah, I don't like her.
Well, she's not a likable character. She's kind of a bitch.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of unlikable characters, but I think she's the unlikable character I like the least.
All right. Well, that's fair. She's not a great person.
Who do you like the least?
Gosh, who do I like the least? I don't know. I would say Sizemore, but I'm starting to feel sorry for him.
Well, that's because you've seen his penis.
Well, yeah. Charlotte is terrible. Dolores or Wyatt is kind of turning into a jerk. A little bit of a jerk there.
Well, she kind of ends the first season as one too.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of unlikable characters in this. But
that's right. Fuck this show.
Old William, we haven't seen him in a while, but I really don't like him.
Oh, I do like Old William.
Do you?
I do. I didn't like him in the first season. I like him this season.
Why?
I don't know. I just I think this is his redemption arc.
I think this is a love to hate kind of thing for me.
Well, there's that. But yeah, I think this is where he finds his way back.
Okay. Well, I hope so. I hope you're right because I mean, he was a nice guy in that first encounter that he had with Dolores, and then he turned into a total jackass.
Until he went apeshit because he realized I can kill everybody.
Yeah, right. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about Dolores being a total jerk.
Okay. I like how that was almost not the word you said.
What do you think I was going to say?
Oh, I don't know.
Total bitch.
I thought we were going to add to the C count for this.
Oh, you want to add to the C count?
I don't.
Oh, I think you do. Yeah.
I want the show to add to the C count so we can say the C count is...
Yeah. What is the C count at currently?
1, I think.
That's it. It's pretty lame. But yeah, Dolores and her crew meets with the Confederate soldiers. She calls herself Wyatt, not Dolores. And they take that guard from the first, or not the first episode, but I think it was the second episode that they found that guard in
the one that they
put the milk stuff, whatever
whatever the skin goo is.
Yeah. So they brought him along and made a little agreement with him that if he could run past the hill, he could live. And they gave the Confederate, what do you call him? Like the commander or whatever.
Yeah, general. Whatever.
Yeah. Gave him one of the assault rifles.
The real world guns.
Yeah. And just said, aim and point, aim and shoot. And shot him dead.
See, this is where another suspend disbelief. I don't think it's that easy. I think when you're used to a rifle, getting handed something like fully automatic would be a big jump.
It might be, but
whatever. I'm just being nitpicky.
So after that, he promises his men to Wyatt or Dolores or whatever you want to call her, which was a big mistake.
Yep.
Huge mistake.
Never trust a woman robot.
What about a man robot? Can you trust them?
Depends on the man robot.
If it's Teddy, you can.
You can, unless you're telling Teddy to execute people.
Well, that's true, but you wouldn't tell Teddy to execute people.
I wouldn't tell Teddy to do anything, because Teddy's a dum-dum. It's dum-dum Teddy. But one step further into my belief that Teddy's going to be the one that saves the day.
I don't know. I mean, he dies in the end, so, like, did he really save the day?
Well, I mean, he can always be repaired. It's part of being a robot.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
And then it's just going to be Teddy World.
I thought they were just dead, gone forever.
It's going to be a Westworld just filled with Teddys.
Little teddy bears.
Yes.
It's amazing. Yeah, okay, so then who was it that brought in a group of people to the camp, to the Confederate camp? I don't know, but a group of people were brought in as prisoners.
Oh, it was the guy that Chops McMilky was supposed to be delivering people to.
Yeah, right.
Rounded up the people and then brought them,
Yeah.
the people along with Bernard, to the camp.
And Peter Abernathy.
Yeah.
And so she sends Bernard to the jail and gets Teddy to take Peter into a room to, like, I don't know what, but let him lay down and rest, I guess. And
yeah, I like the infirmary part of this whole robot deal.
yeah,
We're gonna bandage him up; he'll be fine.
right, no big deal.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
I mean, Dolores knows she's a fucking robot, and they had that guy that had the tablet from the second. So why the hell didn't she bring him in? That's what I don't understand.
Listen, this is a fantasy show, and you have to suspend disbelief.
All right.
See how that works?
Yeah, no, I like how you turn that around on me, but I mean, it just didn't make sense to me. Didn't make sense to follow the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, she brings Bernard in, and Peter's like going through all of these different levels
Previous
or layers,
roles.
yeah, of these characters, and like every 20 seconds he's like switching off and changing, and anyway, Bernard was actually able to download something, and that's where we see that symbol again from earlier in that episode.
From the Notebook.
Yeah.
Not the movie, The Notebook. That's
No.
a whole different thing.
Whole different thing. So there's something.
Or is it?
So it's a clue. There's something going on. There's some connection.
Uh-huh.
What is the connection? We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. If we knew,
We could talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we'd probably be writing on the show.
All right. What else happened with Dolores? Oh, yeah.
She got shot,
She did get shot.
and she doesn't seem to care. Unlike everybody else gets shot once, they
I
fall
know.
down, but she can take like 3 bullets.
She's a superstar.
She's super robot. Mm-hmm. She's like Terminator at this point.
Yeah. So people like from, I guess it was the militia, came in, tried to get Peter Abernathy out.
Well, the corporation.
Was it the corporation? It wasn't the militia. It was the corporation.
Yeah, that was. Oh, well, yeah. I assume the militia is the corporation.
Oh, okay. I don't know. But yeah, these people in serious armor and like have serious weapons.
I think you're thinking of mercenaries.
Was that
is that
what
the term you're thinking? Because when you say militia, I'm thinking of the Confederates.
Oh no, maybe it is mercenaries. I don't know. I'm thinking of the corporate people.
Yeah.
The I don't know what you would call them, but
Hired guns.
the hired guns come in, and Dolores basically she what is that?
That's a cat at the door.
Oh. You can't come in here. Go away. Oh, I sound so sad.
I've got to get an outside studio. This is.
Gotta get an outside cat.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to record in this house.
I know, honey. Anyway, all right.
Anyway.
Back to storytelling.
Yes.
Storytelling time with Sarah and Tim. All right. Dolores stabs them in the back, stabs the Confederates in the back, and closes the gate on the Confederates so they all die. And the only reason she did that was so that she would survive
The initial assault.
Yeah.
From the Delos Corporation.
Which is bullshit. It's total bullshit. She could have used those people later. I don't think she did it. I mean, that doesn't make sense, right?
Well, you think she can. I mean, she's raising everybody else from the dead.
Yeah.
She can't pick them back up.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. That's a good point. I always forget that. I always forget they can come back to life. That they're not. That
The
they're
robots aren't dead forever.
right. Anyway, Charlotte ends up getting Peter, putting him in a car.
Well, good for her.
Yeah, it's been a minute for her.
She's needed some Peter.
Yeah. So she's
You
been
could say
she's been after Peter for a long time.
She's
She's been looking for it.
Yeah.
She's been thirsty for Peter.
There's the episode title.
Anyway, so yeah, she gets him with the help of her
Friends.
Sometimes you just need a little friend.
Yeah.
Anyway, they drive off. Dolores is pissed, gets shot a couple times, doesn't go down. What the fuck is she drinking? Like, what is she doping up? What's going on?
She's got that brain juice.
Yeah, that brain juice. Brain cum.
Nope, juice. Mike's not here. This is a cumless episode.
Not anymore.
Damn it.
Just broke that rule. I didn't know that was a rule. I thought that was like a free-for-all.
Listen, I was trying to make this a family episode.
It's not a family show.
With Thirsty for Peter.
Anyway, so I think that's pretty much the end of her storyline for this show, right?
She has some words with Bernard.
Oh, yeah.
She's not very... She kind of looks down on Bernard now.
Yeah.
Like she's superior to him.
Right. Well, she kind of, in a way, is, I think, because she's not glitching and
Isn't she?
she's not experiencing time lapses.
I think she's a total glitch.
And what else? Oh, she knows she's a robot.
Well, he knows he's a robot.
Oh, yeah. He does now.
He found out before she did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind. He is superior to her in that way.
Yes.
Okay. Never mind. But yeah. I don't know. She's acting better than him.
Well, we'll see what she does with Teddy after she tells him to execute the rest of the people that were on the other side of the wall, or the other side of the door that the Wyatt people. What's the name of Wyatt's group?
I don't know. There was a name for him, though, right?
I thought so. The Hooded People?
Maybe. We'll just call them the Hooded People.
Well, okay.
For now, until we figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Works for me. But anyway, yeah, she tells Teddy, hey, take care of this. You need to shoot this guy. Shoot him dead.
Mm-hmm. And he takes him out back and doesn't do it. Shoots above his head, tells him to run off.
Yep.
And she saw it.
Oh, yeah.
And she's not happy.
She's pretty pissed. But she wasn't unhappy enough to go out there and shoot him herself.
Listen, dum-dum Teddy, you're not coming with me. Mm-hmm. I mean, she'll say that eventually, but...
Maybe.
So we'll get to see that guy for a little while longer,
Yeah.
it looks like, because he was in the previews.
Yeah. Oh, we got to see Clementine again. Clementine, the girl from the saloon.
Yeah. Right when she clubs Bernard as he's trying to get
Easy. Well, we saw her before that too, dragging the guard.
the guard from
into. But yeah, we saw her again. We saw her twice this episode.
Just walking around like a ghost.
Yeah, she looks crazy. She looks dead. She looks like
She
a
looks
zombie.
dead, yeah.
It's wild.
Wild Westworld.
Do you want to talk about Maeve?
Is there much to talk about Maeve? We can talk about Maeve, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
Let's
I mean,
talk
she
about
was in
Maeve.
this episode.
Let's talk about Maeve, baby.
Let's talk about Hector and Maeve and Sizemore. Oh, no, that was terrible.
Could have said Lee. And that
Lee?
Yeah, that would have rhymed.
Well, who's Lee?
Let's talk Lee Sizemore.
Oh, that's his first name. God, I'm a dum-dum Teddy.
Yeah, but you're my dum-dum Teddy.
Aw. It doesn't make me feel better.
Yeah, let's talk about Maeve.
All right. So, what do you want to talk about?
What, you got the notes.
You want me to start? Okay. So, yeah, Maeve and Lee and Hector are traveling through the wilderness or whatever at this point, and they come across the White Nation people.
Yes.
The White Ghost people.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Nation
Ghost
people.
Nation, yeah.
Yeah. And Hector speaks their language, which was kind of interesting. But they wanted Sizemore. They wanted Lee.
For some reason.
For some reason, who the hell knows? But they're like, you guys can pass, no big deal, but we want the little one.
We heard he had a big dick.
Yeah. Little guy with the big dick. We want him.
We want that dick. We're thirsty for Sizemore.
Thirsty for some Lee. Anyway, so they ran off. They got out. And Hector fended him off for a little bit, but then he ran after him. And apparently Maeve needed him. She needed Lee or Size. You know, she needed him for some reason. We find out later it's to kind of guide her through the park.
The underground little areas of the park.
Yeah, because he knows the park better than anybody.
One of the things that was interesting is I thought Maeve had God mode enabled and she could just tell all the hosts what to do, but it didn't seem to work on them.
It did not. It did not. And maybe it was because she was afraid. Maybe something happened. Who knows? Like exactly. But yeah, she did have that power over other characters.
Have we ever seen her use it outside the labs?
I haven't.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah. So, gosh, how did we get here from there? They ran off and then they found the elevator that takes them down just in the nick of time. And then they're traveling underground and Sizemore sees Hector and Maeve kiss and he has kind of a fit because he's like, this isn't how you guys were written.
Right. Which is like, dude, where have you been for the last couple of days?
Right. This is
how it is.
This is the new world. Yeah. But he had a fit because he wrote Hector in his image.
Not necessarily his image, but who he wanted to be is who Hector is.
His own fan fiction.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was kind of interesting, but and sad too. A little bit,
I guess.
Yeah. And then the snake tattoo woman.
Yes.
Comes back.
I can't remember her name.
I can't either. And Felix is alive. Felix and
Douchey.
What's his name? It's another cat name. Does it start with an H?
Heathcliff?
Heathcliff.
Is his right name really Heathcliff?
I think so.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I think so. Can we pause this for a second while I check
Sure,
it?
why not?
I want to see if that's right. Oh, no, it's Sylvester. It wasn't
yeah,
Heathcliff.
that
It was
cat.
Sylvester. Yeah. Felix and Sylvester, for real. Because it was two cats, because Mike mentioned it before, and that's the only reason I remembered that. Yeah. I thought it was Heathcliff, but it was Sylvester.
Well, you said H, so that's...
I know. That's because I thought it was Heathcliff.
But S is the new H.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're both alive.
For good or ill.
For now.
I don't like that one guy.
You don't like Sylvester.
Yeah, Sylvester sucks.
All right. Well,
I actually hate him more than Charlotte.
dang. That's saying a lot. I mean, like, you don't see him much. But yeah, he is kind of a shit character
He's
too.
a total shit character. It's like, dude, fucking learn to shut up.
Yep. Anyway, I didn't take great notes this episode. That's all I got.
Oh, that's fine.
I think more happened, but I don't remember.
Yeah, so Snake Tattoo Lady has a flamethrower and a Terminator arm.
Yeah. She does. That's pretty cool.
She does not have a Terminator gun.
No, not a Terminator gun. She doesn't have one of those.
She doesn't have a T-16.
No.
So yeah, they actually make it out from the underground into the northern wilderness or the northern edge of the Westworld Park, closer to where the homesteads are.
That's right, yeah.
Where it's nice and snowy up there. And they see a campfire in the distance, and as they approach the campfire, Lee starts taking a look around in some of the snow and finds a severed head.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Is it a real person or is it a machine? Robot.
That's a good question. I assume it's a real person's head. I think
It was weird looking though. It was really weird, like some kind of mask or something on it. What was that? Because it wasn't like just a head. Like there was something on it.
I thought it was just a cold, icy head.
Oh, maybe it was. Maybe it was like frostbite.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Because the bottom half of it was like It just looked odd. I don't know.
As opposed to all those normal severed heads that you're used to
Yeah,
seeing.
right. The ones that you see in Game of Thrones. I'm used to seeing those.
Okay.
They aren't frostbite. They're...
No.
Anyway.
Not usually.
All right.
And then out of the blue, out of the cold blue,
The cold blue.
out of the cold blue night comes a shogun with a samurai sword.
Oh my god!
And he's gonna cut all their heads off.
Yep. Hilarious.
So much fun. Fun ensues.
That's how it ends. That's all she wrote.
Do we have any predictions?
I predict that Teddy meets up with Peter and they have a little powwow. They talk about things.
About Dolores?
About life and
Listen,
eating
you
people
gotta
and
stop all this craziness.
Dolores and yeah. I don't think that's going to happen really. What do I think is going to happen is that Sylvester is going to kill Felix to save himself.
Oh. Well. I think that's a possibility. I think that's a good one. That's a strong theory.
Okay.
But everybody else is just going to kill him as soon as he kills Felix.
Naturally. But
I still think Teddy is going to save the day with Bernard. Mm-hmm. Him and Bernard are going to concoct a plan.
okay.
As far as the Maeve storyline, I don't know.
Yeah, who
Because
knows?
we don't know what she's going to do once she finds her daughter.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
She doesn't have much of a...
she doesn't have a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Dolores has her whole domination thing going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we shall see in episode 4.
Yay.
Get some
Next
more-
one more week. Check it out. Try it
Try it out. If you haven't been trying out Westworld,
Try it out.
why are you listening to this podcast? Are you just like... Are you a Game of Thrones fan and you don't watch Westworld and you're just tuning in to hear us talk about Westworld?
That's really
Because
interesting.
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
That can't be happening.
No, nobody's
no
doing
way.
that. Nobody's doing that, but if you are, reach out to us. Let us know.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
I want to hear. I want to hear from you people.
How the fuck do you know what's going on?
From what we're talking, from
Oh,
our
shit.
ramblings, yeah.
All right, well, until next time, I'm Tim Pickerel.
And until next time, I'm still Sarah Pickerel.
Okay. And well, you and Mike have the ending
Yeah,
dialogue.
we're supposed to
and-
end it off, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm thirsty for more Westworld.
Okay.
That's what I am.
These violent podcasts have violent ends, and we're gonna end it with a violent tiger attack. Until next week.